And hello again, everyone. We welcome you inside the Wiener Center and Coach Marv Hohenberger Court in Defiance as we get set for Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference basketball on this Wednesday night as the 9th-ranked Warriors of Indiana Tech have come to Defiance to take on the Yellow Jackets of Defiance College. That's Jim Bellamy. I'm Randy Roberts. Jim, tough one for the Jackets last time out at UNOH. Let a halftime lead get away from them, falling 79-71. Injury bug also have hit this team as well, as Carter Sudoff did not play in that loss to UNOH. Not quite sure what his status is for tonight. This Jacket team trying to get healthy, trying to get back on track against one of the better teams in the country.
Yeah, and getting healthy is one thing, but getting back on track, you're talking about the number 19 in the country. And boy, they really had an impressive showing the other night as well. But getting to the Jackets real quick, you can certainly see the difference Carter Sudoff not being on the floor had. I think he's good for the 8-point deficit and much more. So I think that's a game-changing type of injury situation that bears monitoring. And they're certainly going to need him going forward. But, on a night like tonight, it's going to be imperative, I think, as we look through Indiana Tech's team, especially in their last contest. The guard play is what I'm most curious about, Randy. When you look at Fugate and you see that he was, I think, 14 of 15 from the floor in the last game they had. He's a guy who, you're not going to count on to get 14 out of 15 every night, but obviously he's going to be a key component to their success.
Yeah, Red Sheets got the start for Carter Sudoff in that game against UNOH. Led the team in rebounds with 10, also led them in block shots with 2. But let's take a look at the WAC standings heading into this one tonight. So Indiana Tech at the top, 10-1, ranked 9th in the latest NAIA Top 25 poll that was released literally moments before the team hit the floor for warm-ups this afternoon. You see Lords a game back, followed by Lawrence Tech, Rochester Christian, Madonna, and you see Defiance there at 1-4, 6-4 overall. And again, I know it's still, we feel like it's kind of early, but now 6 conference games in of 20, not the earliest, but again, top 8 advancing to the WAC tournament this year. It's been 10 in years past, so you got to kind of see where you're at. DC sits just a half game out again. Still a lot of teams right around them that they're going to play later on in the season as well.
Yeah, I think that this is still the stage of the season where you're learning things about your team every game. And I think one of the lessons the coach learned with this last game was how impactful Sudoff is to the entire organization, to the entire organism that is the team. And, you look at Ren Sheets, he's a 6'6 freshman, still kind of learning the spacing on the floor and his impact on the game. And, Sudoff is a little bit more of a known and expected commodity. So Ren Sheets going to have the opportunity to step up and be that kind of known commodity the team can count on moving forward.
Yeah, Red Sheets is in the starting lineup tonight in place of Sudoff. So it looks like everyone is in uniform. So Sudoff, see the big guy, looks like maybe expecting a little bit of playing time tonight. So we'll see. No, I take that back. Actually, he might be in the walking boot on the bench.
I think you're right, yeah.
So looks like we'll see what happens going forward. But let's talk while we have just a minute here. You mentioned some of the big guns for Indiana Tech. Again, 10-1, 6-0 in the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference. And do they have a big score? You mentioned him, Jackson Fugate, 20.5 points a game, one of 5 players in double figures for the Warriors.
Yeah, and you look at the game last time out against Michigan Dearborn, 96-86. Fugate had 36 points on 14 of 15 shooting. You had Blake Davison with 23 points, 9 assists, and then you had Steele Brassfield with 19 points and 11 rebounds. So, if you're looking for the obvious game plan, it's to take those 3 guys and figure out how to minimize their impact on the game, figure out what kind of tempo each team wants to run, dictate that tempo, and then just try to get as many defensive rebounds so they're one and done on that side.
As an Indiana Tech team scoring 89.6 points a game while allowing 77.6. Meanwhile, for Defiance, they're +1 1 in points now at 72 for, 71 against. And Evan Anksman, a big part of that is he's picked it up with 14 points per game. Before we get any deeper, step aside for our national anthem.
At Genesee Nutrition, it's our mission to support athletes like you with clean, powerful nutrition.
As a collegiate athlete myself, I know what it takes to perform at your best. That's why we created a protein bar that doesn't only taste good, it's actually good for you too.
Packed with 20 grams of protein, our bars help you recover faster, build muscle, and stay strong. Just what every student athlete needs. Grab a bar and live your life. Healthy, active, happy.
Athletics teaches you a ton of lessons on time management and how to treat other people, how can you problem solve, and how to be a well-rounded person. At Defiance, we honestly have a huge emphasis on service, doing community events, going out and making their lives better when we can.
If we can get the students supporting other students, then that'll show the community that we're actually here to compete, we're here to get better, and then the community will start getting on. It's pushed me to get outside my comfort zone. Freshman year, I was kind of this homebody to myself, but then sophomore year, put myself more out there, and then I've honestly just flourished.
I think the right way to play means to play with passion, play with heart, just remembering why you're here and why you decided to show up and give your all. One thing we really focus on is taking time to write down and share with each other like why we play. My locker is a picture of me as a little kid with my little helmet on, and it's a note of how I started playing and why I continue playing.
We're the Yellow Jackets, and this is how we play.
See Gene Sugg, the PA announcer, in the festive jacket.
Very much so.
Going through the announcements of the starting lineups right now. You're going to see it get real dark here in a moment as they go through the starting lineup for the Jackets. So you heard there the starting lineup for the Yellow Jackets. Evan Anksman, the 6'7" sophomore. Balin Blockberger, 6'4" freshman. Christian Burton, 5'10" sophomore. Carter Orr, 6'4" freshman. And Ren Sheets, 6'6" freshman. So the Jackets down two starters from the beginning of the season. Jalen Brown has been battling some injuries. Did play sparingly the last time out. And we mentioned earlier in our pregame, Jackets still without Carter Sudoff, who recently suffered an injury. So the Jackets are going to lean on some of that size and depth that they have, and we'll see what they do tonight against one of the best, not only in the WAC, but in all of the NAIA.
Yeah, matchups are going to be fascinating when you look at the height of the guard position. 6'6", I'm thinking of especially with Fugate. But also you have Davison at 6'2", you have Brassfield at 6'5", so the forward and center position matches up pretty well, but there's going to be a definite size difference, and I'm very curious to see how Indiana Tech will try to take advantage of that. Is it a case of a bigger guy who maybe isn't as fast, or is he the best of both worlds? That's what we're going to see.
Let's take a look at the starting lineup for Indiana Tech. It'll be Logan Beeston, a 6'4" redshirt sophomore. Dallas Roberts, a 6'1" junior. Blake Davison, 6'2" redshirt senior. Jackson Fugate, 6'6" sophomore. And Steele Brassford is 6'5" redshirt senior. So a little bit of experience as the opening possession is going to be a turnover. So the Jackets will get the basketball.
Carter Orr so far draws the defensive assignment against Fugate. Forward versus guard. Again, it'll be interesting to see that matchup tonight. 3 straight on. That one no good. Offensive rebound for Sheets. It will go up and over. Can't get that one to go. Second try is grabbed by the Warriors. So Defiance, the white with the purple numerals.
Indiana Tech going with the black unis with what appears to be gray numbers and orange trim. And it looks like at least two of the starters for Indiana Tech sporting orange shoes. There's a steal for Burton. Burton's going to use his speed. Christian gets the layup in the first bucket of the night.
Good transition basket, good steal as Fugate tried to get that ball in the paint.
Jackets trying to run and jump a little bit defensively. Hanksman up top. Here is Sheets as he is matched up with Brassfield. Leaner inside, in and out. Good rebound, grabbed in traffic by Carter Orr. Orr gets the outlet. Here is Christian. Burton comes to the corner, down the baseline. Wraparound pass, swings out for Blockberger as the Jackets reset the offense. Down to 15 to shoot. Three ball from the wing. That one's going to be a little short. Good rebound. Sheets got away from his guy, lost the handle on the way up. And Indiana Tech comes away with a basketball.
Good opportunity there for the Jackets, just turned that one over.
Swing around to the left wing, now trying to go baseline. I believe this is, quite get a number, I believe that was Davison, gets the kick out, and the bucket is good for Brassfield.
Yep, good drive, good dish, and good job knocking that mid-range jumper down.
Ties this one up 2-all. Here's Christian Burton, got a screen. Free throw line extended, it's going to back up. Red Sheets come up top of the key. His pass knocked away from Hanksman, but he's able to get it back for Orr. Off a screen is Blockberger. He'll let fly from deep. Three is no good. Rebound grabbed by Beeston. By the way, Jackets shooting the three ball a little bit better. Some pretty impressive numbers against UNOH. Is off the drive with the left hand. Score is good for Beeston.
I knew he's going to get a little contact. I think he went to the floor anticipating more contact right there, but more importantly, he finished the hoop.
Sophomore guard from Tiffin Columbian gets the score for the Warriors as they take a 4-2 lead. Blockberger gets the kick out. Burton for three, can't get it to go. Rebound is lost on the floor, out of bounds, and it's going to belong to Indiana Tech.
Yeah, I think that one goes off Blockberger with the tip right there. Hoping that one went off an Indiana Tech player, but no dice.
And that 79-71 loss to UNOH, Evan Hanksman and Thomas Hallett combined to go 9 of 13 on three-pointers. Haven't seen Hallett yet tonight. This one's still early. Here's a drive. That one rolls off the rim. Basketball surrounded by white jerseys. It's going to be Hanksman, brings it into the front court. Hanksman over to Burton. Christian gets the screen, tries to go baseline. Leaves it off for Sheets. Can't get it. Second attempt. When to go back to Burton. Ball was deflected back to him, and he's going to get up and score.
Good job sticking with it.
On the other end, Blockberger tries to cut off his man in Davison for Roberts. He'll lose the handle. Looked at the official. No call. Play on. Tied at 4.
Yeah, that was just a good strip that time by Christian Burton.
Hanksman to Burton, 16 and a half in counting left to go opening half. 4-all in our Defiance College scoreboard. Burton with a spin, bounce pass for Sheets, but he's going to be called for the travel.
Yeah, he took the pivot right there, and you can see on the replay, probably about 3 steps at least.
Lost his balance just a touch, kind of slid backward.
I think he even pulled that pivot foot up as he was going in the rotation there.
Ball goes back to the Warriors, tied at 4. Team in the top 15 nationally, points per game at 89. Pull-up jumpers no good. Carter Orr with the miss. So it looks like the Jackets are going to walk this one up the floor with Christian Burton.
Like to see them continue to work the ball inside.
Now it's Carter Orr, high post. Can't find anyone to Burton. They've made an effort to get it to Ren Sheets inside. Two guys now at the same spot. A little confusion down low for Defiance. Burton's going to come near the center circle, reset it. 5 to shoot. Burton trying to make something happen. Christian underneath the basket, lobs it up for Sheets. It's going to be rejected anyways, and it's going to be a shot clock violation.
Yeah, indecision that time by the Jackets on offense. It looked like they wanted to drive, but good job by Indiana Tech cutting it off.
Warriors bring this one into the front court. Move for Brassfield. He'll lose the handle of that one. Jackets don't have numbers right now. 3 on 4. It's not going to stop. Burton scoop of the left. Can't get it to go. Or nearly hangs on the rim to come up with a miss. Ball's deflected back to him. He'll lose it on the way up. Second time that's happened to a DC player tonight.
Yep, Fugate again knocking that one away.
Now left open underneath. Good pass inside as Dallas Roberts will find Fugate who gets the easy score.
First basket of the night, 5 minutes into the contest.
Fugate comes in leading his team 20.5 points per game. Tech up by 2, 6-4, 14:40 and counting to go. Here's Sheets on the baseline, beating and banging. He's going to pivot around off the heel of the iron, no good.
Yep, lucky that wasn't a travel, too.
Easton got the outlet. He'll lead this one for Davison. Davison picked up defensively by Blockberger.
Great defense by Blockberger.
He's going to lose Blockberger, but I think Blockberger's going to have him on the hip, and that is going to lead to the fouls. We take a look at the replay.
Yep, got him on the hip during the take.
Saw the hand kind of draped around on the switch. It's going to lead to a timeout here. 14:20 left to play opening half. Indiana Tech with a 6-4 lead. We want to tell you that our game tonight is brought to you by Mercy Health. Mercy Health is a proud sponsor of Defiance College Athletics. Mercy Health offers high-quality health care you need and the compassion you deserve. Our expert doctors, nurses, and caregivers are committed to helping you be well in mind, body, and spirit. And we're brought to you by BSN Sports, providing all of your Defiance College gear. We remove the hassles related to purchasing uniforms, equipment, and spirit wear, and anything else your athletic program needs, giving you more time to impact lives on the field. You can visit the Defiance College Sideline Store at DefianceAthletics.com. Well, we might have undersold what these teams can do offensively. We talked about how Indiana Tech comes in 89.6 points per game. Defiance at about 72, 73. And, well, they've combined for 10 through 5 minutes and change.
Yeah, not the best basketball so far. Obviously, that's going to change as time goes on. You can see 4 of the 11 shots for Defiance College are three-pointers. Neither team has attempted a free throw yet. Jackets with a slight edge and rebounds. Not really a whole lot to talk about statistically so far, except there is
one of your keys you mentioned, 0 offensive rebounds for Indiana Tech so far.
Because I don't think Indiana Tech's, they're going to go on a run, multiple runs in the game. There's, that's how basketball is. So, you enjoy the fact that they're being held to 6 points right now. Defensive rebounds for the Jackets, always going to be big. But, Indiana Tech's going to go on a run.
Warriors with the basketball following the timeout. Inbound went straight out, then into the corner. You saw the 3 ball there. Just off the mark. Jackets forcing the Warriors into another one and done, and now they've got the basketball. Sheets at the high post. Here's Enksman. Enksman, who had a big 3-point night earlier in the purple and gold we were here for. We'll go inside your Sheets with a turnaround. Wren tried to bank it off the angle, couldn't get it to go.
Everything but the drop.
And it's going to lead to the Warriors coming away with a basketball. Fugate trying to shake his defender, Blockberger, on him. Blockberger trying to stick with him, and we've got a whistle. And I missed the travel, I guess. Take a look at the replay. What do we see here? Is there a little movement?
I think he might have lost control as the defender was chest to chest there.
Had to be, no fouls called, so had to be travel.
I didn't see the official signal either. Making an educated guess.
Well, what we do know is the Jackets have the basketball down 2 with 13.5 to go in this opening half. Burton looking for the corner. Off to Enksman. Gets the screen, pull-up jumper. Couldn't stick that one off the heel. That one went through 2 sets of hands before Caleb Lerman come away with the basketball. First substitution is for the Warriors. Oh, the extra pass straight on 3. That one's going to be no good. Another rebound for Wren Sheets.
Yeah, I think they need to inspect the baskets real quick to make sure the ball still fits through it.
Make sure. Is there an imaginary lid that we don't know about?
That's what I'm wondering.
Wow, we take a look at the DC bench. You can see that Blockberger getting looked at by the training staff. 3 ball's going to miss everything and head out of bounds. So Defiance will make a change as Logan Horton, the freshman from Sylvania and St. Francis de Sales, will check in.
Going with some size here.
Trying to match up the size for Indiana Tech. Jackets, the last couple of years, have really stockpiled some of the big fellas. Still more beating and banging going on, trying to go baseline. Hanksman holding tough. Shot's got to go up and over him. It's going to be no good.
Man, that's nice defense there by Evan.
That might be the biggest improvement from last season is just the defense overall for the Yellow Jackets. Horton sets a screen.
There you go.
One again off the heel. Ball's going to be poked away and out of bounds. Last touched by Inksman.
I like the battle, though. Don't give up on the possession.
So good to see that Jalen Brown is back in. So Brown, the sophomore from Toledo and Emmanuel Christian High School, was a part of the starting lineup earlier this season. Missed some time because of injuries. Also Thomas Halleck, the junior from Oak Harbor, in. Horton's going to get a block. This one's going to end up in the hands of Hallett. Hallett will find Christian Burton. Last time we saw the Jackets, I don't know if Burton came off the floor. Hallett will find Horton as they swing it around to the wing left side. Off a screen, Hallett. He's able to shoot from the outside. Now to Brown. They'll reset the offense. Down under 15 to shoot for the Jackets. Brown wanted to clear out. Horton's got a screen for him. Christian off the screen, gets into the paint, I should say. Lob goes in. Fall away with one to shoot is no good. Jackets trying to get creative. Went to the big guy, Horton. Just misses everything from the baseline.
Yeah, the entry pass kind of took him out of the paint and behind the backboard with one to shoot, so he really didn't have much of an angle there.
Tackle bring this one into the front court with Blake Davison. He'll swing it around.
Oh, nice spin.
Go inside the left hand. Shot is good for Lehman.
Yeah, that was a beautiful spin right there.
6'8" redshirt freshman will get in and score. Playing in his 12th game, averages just 7.8 minutes per game, has given him 4 points. Now a chance here with a big three-point play. Tech right now is Defiance doubled up, and it's going to add one to it now, 9-4.
I believe that's the first made free throw of the night.
I believe on the first attempt, if I'm
Yeah,
not
you're
mistaken.
right. Yep, you got it.
Just over 11 minutes left to play opening half. Fairly clean basketball game so far. Christian Burton has the three. Now Brown with it, but he's going to be double teamed. There's Burton again. He'll let fly from deep, and he'll bury the three.
Had to drop at some point.
Huge three-pointer for Christian Burton. Puts Defiance right back into this one. Jackets trail by 2. Look inside. Travel's going to be called. Second time. We've seen Indiana Tech do that this time. It's Eric Hobson, the redshirt sophomore guard from Detroit. You can see him skid to a stop with that pivot foot. The official's right on top of it.
Yeah, it's obvious when Hobson gets the ball, he wants to take it into the paint and try to break his man down one-on-one, but that time the foot just slipped, turned it over.
Looked like everyone's car on the ice here the last few days.
No doubt.
Did appreciate the 40-degree day today and understand there might be a few more coming before Christmas.
I'll take that.
Brown on the screen from Horton. Tried to do a little pick and roll. Horton rolled to the basket. Now he's just trying to stay out of Donovan Stone's way. So Stone and Isaiah Mead-Moss in the lineup as well. Pull-up jumper from the wing is good for Jalen Brown.
Well, nothing wrong with Indiana Tech's defense, just better offense on that exchange.
We are tied at 9, halfway through this opening half of basketball. Now able to cut to the basket, the hesitation, the flex, and the score for Steele Brassford.
Good job there with that turnaround. Posted up, knew he's going to draw some contact, was able to knock it down for the and one.
So Brassfield will score. He'll have a chance at a three-point play. It's going to come following a timeout, and we'll take a break here on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
The value of champions of character across all institutions is a message that we can all get behind.
The purpose behind Champions of Character is to have that student-athlete experience be one of growth.
Men's basketball on campus, we make sure that we give back with a smile and with a purpose.
Our goal as coaches is for our players to leave being better men, better husbands, better fathers, and better members in their community.
NAIA is Champions of Character.
Most good things in life are simple. The same is true when it comes to our health and well-being. That's why Paramount Elite helps you Medicare simply. Everything in life becomes a little simpler with Paramount Elite.
9:52 left to go in our opening half of basketball. 11-9, Indiana Tech has regained the lead. Jim, we take a look. Some of the numbers on this one. See the Jackets still struggling from the floor. 4 of 18. Got that big three from Christian Burton, their first of the night to get them going. Got them back in at 9-7. Tied it momentarily at 9-9. Now a chance at a three-point play for the Warriors to extend their lead again.
Yeah, I think the Jackets will take 11-9 at the midway point of the first half. You know, not that either team is going to expect to stay around this area, as the free throw is no good there.
Ball's loose on the floor on the rebound. It might be the first offensive rebound grab by the Warriors. Now the second attempt is no good. Nice job by Donovan Stone to make sure he went and got the miss. Now Stone at the point, trying to set the offense. Now a little, looks like three-man weave going on. It's going to go to a three for Stone. That one's no good. He's going to tip the basketball away from Indiana Tech. Now Hallett is knocked from the baseline. His pass is then going to be thrown away, and it ends up being a turnover for the Jackets, but that trouble started down in the corner for Thomas Hallett.
Yeah, lost control, took a bump right there. Thought they might call a block on Indiana Tech, but they let him play that one through and just unable to save that ball, threw it out of bounds.
The Warriors will have the basketball following the turnover. Both teams done a pretty good job with the basketball so far in this one. Trying to work around. Now coming on the baseline, Fugate. Fugate double team, nearly had the ball ripped away. Extra pass out to the wing. Three's on the way. That one's going to be no good. And it's Logan Horton who's got the miss for the Jackets.
That's going to be the equalizer tonight, is can the Jackets continue to clean up one and done on the defensive glass.
Brown with a stop and pop. Couldn't get it on the bounce. Ball was tipped around. And it is Brassfield who's going to come away with it. Now Brassfield will set the offense. Ball in and out of the hands of Fugate.
Got a clear out right there unintentionally.
Lehrman with it momentarily. Back to Brassfield. Brassfield will find Fugate. Fugate, a little bit of a push. His his wing jumper is good.
Yeah, definitely saw that push right there, but that's a play through almost every time, I think.
The sophomore from Fort Wayne Northside fills it up. Gives this team a 4-point lead down near the 8-minute mark of this opening half of basketball. There's Donovan Stone on the baseline. Couldn't go up and over his defender as Lehrman will hold his ground. Lehrman gives this one ahead. Brassfield. Brassfield triple teamed under the basket. Able to find the open player. Now we'll get a whistle and a foul. That one very odd as Isaiah Bean Moss is going to see number 3 for Defiance. And we got tangled up with a dribbler, and it took a moment at least for an official to blow the whistle. He saw the arm kind of tangled in, waiting for the call sooner. I guess we'll have a new meaning to letting them play. Warriors to inbound will quickly come in. 3 from the corner is going to be no good as that team rebounding continues to be strong for Defiance.
They just need to start knocking down shots.
This time Isaiah Mead Moss got the miss. He's got it back in his hands. He'll let fly from deep. That 3 ball is going to be no good, and it is Fugate with the miss. Fugate to the wing. Oh, hesitation through 2 defenders. Scoop, and he will score for the Warriors.
Yeah, that's some serious length to be able to go around your defender and use the rim as your 6th offensive player to screen away the block.
Indiana Tech now with a 15-9 advantage, been about the biggest of the night so far. Jackets just stuck in single digits. Haven't been able to put the biscuit in the basket. Now we'll get a blocking call on the drive for Donovan Stone. This will be an interesting call. See if the officials will say he's going to be in the act of shooting. He will be. You had to see him double clutch with the defense from behind.
Yeah, Fugate going for the block right there, but the officials confirmed. And now they get a stoppage of play with a timeout.
Donovan at the free throw line, 6 of 12 on the year. And are we looking at, we're going to look at a replay for something. Are we looking to see if maybe he was inside the cylinder?
No, he definitely was not. He was at least a step out.
Yeah, we are taking a look at something. So while the officials discuss that, we will tell you that our game tonight is brought to you by Sweetwater Chop House, which is located at Eagle Rock Golf Club, open to the public 7 days a week. This is the spot for celebrating birthdays, anniversaries, company parties, or if you're just in the mood to come out and enjoy a mouth-watering meal and amazing signature drinks. The focus for Executive Chef Aaron Weibel is to maintain a scratch kitchen, preparing everything daily from sauces to breads, utilizing local area farmers for fresh vegetables, and using their on-site herb garden. We take great pride in providing each of our guests a wowing experience. So the officials are meeting with Garrett Mansfield at the scorer's table. Garrett's got the laptop out. I assume they've got the Yellow Jacket Sports Network on. And they're taking a look at something. Was there a problem with... Now, they looked up at the clock. Did the clock continue to run after the whistle blew? I'm not sure what...
It's a mystery.
Not sure what the hang-up is.
Now the officials will disperse.
Indiana Tech fans making some noise.
They're going to wipe off that blocking call, perhaps.
They are. This is going to be
a charge.
Offensive foul on Stone.
You don't see that very often. So I'm going to say he was set.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at the replay one more time.
I can see that. It's a good job by the officials to get together and get that one right.
Yeah.
I could see that being a charge.
Foul has been changed. It's now an offensive foul on Donovan Stone. 5th of the half, whistled on the Jackets. Indiana Tech yet to commit a foul now as they took the lone one they had off the board. Still 6.5 minutes to play in this opening half of basketball. Now Fugate trying to go up and over. Can't get that. Shot clock will expire. Indiana Tech players are all pointing. I think they want a reset. And we're going to have ourselves another officials discussion, and it will be a shot clock violation.
I think the ball went out of bounds off Indiana Tech at the end anyway.
That has head coach Ted Albert a little confused. And so for the second time, we are going to see the officials head to the table for another video replay. So we want to tell you that our game tonight is brought to you by Aftershock Kart and Equipment. We are your one-stop shop for karts. We sell and service Yamaha, E-Z-GO, and Club Car. We have stock and custom karts, new and used karts, and a full line of accessories. We can build a kart to your specific needs. We also offer financing through Yard Card with rates as low as 3.99%. Stop by our indoor showroom or give us a call. We look forward to hearing from you for all of your karting needs. So we're going to take a look at this baseline drive by Jackson Fugate here. Does the basketball hit the rim? And the answer, does it?
Looked like it did, but it also went out of bounds off Fugate. So even if it wasn't, it was still out of bounds. It should be out of bounds to Defiance College regardless.
Yeah, and that appears to be what it is going to be. So the officials are going to get everyone set. So
that brings an end to that's the exciting conclusion.
Yeah, Jackets come away with a basketball.
Mystery at the Wiener Center.
They've been stuck at 9 for a while. Here's Stone, top of the key. He'll swing it around to Jalen Brown. Jalen from the elbow gets it out. Here's Mead Moss. His three is going to be no good. Rebound grabbed on a good box out by Beeston. Beeston able to bring it into the front court as he gives it to Davison. Good entry pass inside. Nice job using his body, and the bucket is good. And you can see how Jackson Fugate can score 20 a night.
Yep, getting the ball one-on-one inside, used his size and his length to be able to create separation there with an easy shot off glass.
8-point lead for the 9th-ranked Warriors. Here's Anksman. Evan picks up his dribble. Leave it inside.
This is some good defense, fundamental defense by Indiana Tech.
Brown straight on. His three hits the heel of the iron. Long rebound is going to be grabbed by Fugate. Fugate leaves it ahead. Here's Beeston. Beeston, a little shovel to the basket. Going to wave off the hoop.
Yep.
Foul's going to be committed on his drive.
Fouled up by the free throw line. See the grab right there.
Yeah, that's going to go on Thomas Hallett, and it's going to be his first, team 6th. Jackets just one more foul to give, 5:10 to go in our opening half.
Jackets still looking for consistent scoring threats out there on the floor. They've been doing a good job mixing and matching, keeping up with Indiana Tech, keeping them off the board, but you got to score too.
We were at 9-9 at one point. 3 ball. That one left short. Anksman gets the miss. Now to Jalen Brown.
The defense and the defensive rebounding and everything like that for the Jackets has been really solid so far. It's just the offense has been a little MIA.
You see Ren Sheets back out on the floor. Here's Anksman. Evan trying to get inside. That one's going to be deflected as Fugate knocks that one away. Out for Beeston. Beeston looked to go inside, couldn't find anything. Off the wing, dribble penetration for Roberts. To Davison. Davison backs this one out to Fugate. Fugate lost the handle. It might have been poked away. And go up and over Sheets, and he'll get it and score.
Good job sticking with it by Fugate that time. Sheets did everything right on defense. Fugate just got a little bit of separation.
10-point lead for the Warriors as we near the 4-minute mark of our opening half. Ren Sheets at the free throw line. He'll give over for Stone. Donovan, pull-up jumper. That one in and out. Rebound's knocked out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Jackets.
Good job by the Jackets trying to crash the offensive glass.
It's going to trigger a timeout, so the stoppage on the floor will take a timeout here in the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
If you smoked, this new lung cancer screening could save your life. Visit SaveByTheScan.org.
At Mercy Health, we believe your health care should always revolve around you. So these days, it's not just about how we care for you, it's where. Because whether at our place or yours, or wherever your day takes you, we'll be there with compassionate, personalized care. No matter how the world changes, your health will always be our top priority. Mercy Health, primary care for the universe of you. Visit mercy.com to find a doctor near you.
Timeout here on the floor. 3:53 left to play. Opening half, 19-9. Indiana Tech in the midst of a 10-0 run over the Yellow Jackets of Defiance. We saw a very interesting back and forth at the scorers table during that timeout. Saw an assistant coach for Indiana Tech head to the scorers table. Had a brief conversation with, amongst others, Garrett Mansfield. And then the assistant coach shook his head in a negative fashion and returned to his bench.
Like he left dissatisfied.
So not quite sure what that's about. I'm sure Garrett will fill us in at the conclusion of this one. It's just a single game tonight. Normally WAC games include double headers, but they split up the men and women for this one. Women will be at it 1 o'clock Saturday afternoon right here on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network. Right here, still have just under 4 to go. There's the lob going in, and the finish is good that they're going to wave it off, and it's going to be offensive goaltending called on Carter Orr.
Yep, if he let go of the rim and the ball just naturally went in, I think they would have allowed that one to go. Close call.
Yeah, tough break for the Jackets, trying to snap now a pushing 10-minute scoring drought. Fugate will lose the handle. 3-ball goes into the corner. That one spins all the way around, rims out. Burton brings it into the front court for Defiance. High post pass comes into Carter Orr. Orr back to Christian. Burton will back up. He's going to try to reset the offense. 15 to shoot. Can't find anything, so the extra pass into the corner. 3 balls left short. Ball's loose on the floor. Work picked up by the Warriors. Long pass comes ahead. Here's Fugate. Fugate trying to go one-on-one on the baseline. Fugate with a spin gets towards the basket. He'll get it and score. Carter Orr looking at the official for some sort of call. Isn't going to get it.
Yeah, I think you're starting to see why Fugate was 14 of 15 from the floor the other night.
Sheet sends this one around. Here's Anksman Evan to the basket. Can't score, but he's going to go to the free throw line.
Looks like they're going to get that foul against Davison.
Bit of a Bronx cheer
yeah.
Coming from the DC fans. That is the first foul whistled on Indiana Tech. And
in 17 and a half minutes of basketball.
Your eyes do not deceive you. There is still only 2.5 minutes to go in our opening half. The first toss is good for the 6'7" sophomore from Memorial High School in St. Mary's. Evan, the leading scorer in this team at 14 points per night, is 76% free throw shooter, and he'll get them both there, 22 and 29. A little pressure applied by the Jackets as they get into double figures in the scoring column. They've got the game slowed down at the pace they want. Here's Fugate high off the window, can't get it to go, but the putback is up and good.
Yeah, he just uses that size. He takes his man off the dribble. They'll clear out for him most of the time, and that time he's able to get the putback as well. So he's got all the right things.
Fugate with 14 of the 23 for the Warriors. There's Anksman. That one's going to be knocked out of his hands on his way to the basket. Out of bounds. It stays with the Jackets. 13 to shoot. As Parker Chapman up off the bench, but got the call back from the official, waited until play resumed, and then they'll send him in. Now he's at the scorer's table. Here's Orr from the wing. His 3 on the way is good. Big 3-pointer the Jackets needed to get this one back into single digits. Minute and a half to go. Opening half of basketball. Fugate. Pass nearly got in the way. 3-ball on the other end is good. So Logan Beeston knocks down the triple. He's got 5 tonight. And it's 12 points for Indiana Tech in front of Defiance. Ren Sheets calls for the basketball. He's going to leave it for Burton. Like that right side. It looks like wanted someone to come back towards him in the basketball. Now Anksman, he'll fire from deep. Can't get it to go. That one hits off the facing of the shot clock, which is technically out of bounds. You have to play as if it is not there. And so if it wasn't there, ball would go out of bounds.
Under a minute. Jackets have to be happy with only giving up 26 points so far to a very potent offense.
Problem, like Jim has said, is filling the hoop. Saginaw filling the hoop. How about Evan Haroldson for 3? And now we've got a whistle quickly off the inbound. This is going to go on Beeston. As Beeston, you see Beeston and Burton tied up.
Tangled up there, and they wanted to continue all the way up the court like that. And the officials were right there to remind them, you don't have to. Plenty of space on the floor.
Difference in the shot clock, game clock, 9 seconds. Jackets trail by 15. Burton back at the volleyball line. Looks like he's going to play this out as long as he can. Some movement with under 10 on the shot clock. Christian sets, fires from deep. Can't get it to go. Rebound is tipped. Indiana Tech has it. They go with 8. Deflection off a pass to Fugate. Can't get it to go. Jackets with the miss. They'll try an attempt. It's no good, and that is how our first half of action will end. It's been an interesting one, if nothing else. 29-14. Indiana Tech leads Defiance at the break. We'll take a timeout. Come back, some halftime numbers here on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.
Hello, I'm Keita Diller, president of the Defiance College Purple and Gold Athletic Club.
And I'm Mark Diller. I'm a third-generation Defiance College supporter and also on the board of the Purple and Gold Club.
For nearly 50 years, we've been supporting the Yellow Jacket student athletes. Membership to the Purple and Gold Club is open to everyone, regardless if you attended Defiance College or not.
Membership fees are very affordable and include various levels of attendance privileges depending on your support level.
If you love seeing live and local college sports, we would like for you to join us. Just go to dcpurpleandgoldclub.com and register your name along with dozens of other like-minded Yellow Jacket fans.
We would love to have you join us. Thank you for supporting Defiance College Athletics.
What I've learned the most from golf is to have integrity in everything you say and do.
One of the biggest lessons of that sports impacts my daily life is discipline.
Be a champion of character, it just means to realize first that you're a part of something that's bigger than yourself.
Being a part of NAIA is something that I'm going to keep with me forever because it's not only made me a better athlete, but it's made me a better person.
The NAIA really just cares about their student athletes and just the experience in general at the school, and I think that that's really important.
The NAIA stands for, has great core values. One that's most important to me is servant leadership. Being able to serve your community is a huge reason why I chose the NAIA.
I am a champion of character. I am a champion of character.
I am a champion of character.
I am a champion of character.
I am a champion of character.
Brady Roberts, Jim Bellamy back with you here from the Wiener Center. 29-14 our score here at the break. Indiana Tech, number 9 team in the latest NAIA Top 25 out in front of Defiance. So, Jim, a little good news, bad news. If you're a Yellow Jacket fan, the good news is you've held a team that came in scoring almost 90 points a game to a third of that in the opening half. The bad news is you shot 16% from the floor and managed just 14 points of your own.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a first half that was focused on defense for both teams. I think the Jackets came out really good in half-court defense, did a good job of minimizing Fugate and some of the other key players for Indiana Tech in that first half. I think, I go back to, the struggles, especially early in the first half, where both teams had an opportunity to kind of not only play with a lead, but to extend a lead for a little. I know the game was last tied 9-9, and it's been a 20-5 run since then. Indiana Tech has responded. The Jackets so far have not on the offensive side. But as you look at the rest of the stats, Randy, I mean, the rebounds are pretty much dead even. The defensive rebounds are pretty much dead even. All the key statistics are pretty much right on the money. Both teams have shot 2 free throws. Both teams tried about 30 field goals. Neither team really lighting it up from deep. So it's really just about the Jackets doing a better job on the half-court offensive sets, getting some good looks and being able to knock those down. I know that 16 of half of their shots have been from beyond the arc so far, and that's a feast or famine kind of offensive philosophy. Gonna want to see a little more work inside and a little less work outside.
Now let's take a look at the individual numbers so far. So Jim mentioned Jackson Fugate. See him there leading the way for the Warriors, and for a good reason. See why he's up over 20 points per game with 14 so far. Meanwhile, for the Jackets, it's been a struggle no matter how you put it. You see Burton with 5 or with 3, Angstman, Brown, Sheets with 2, and that is it. It's no one, and again, it goes back to the 16% shooting as a team. Obviously, no one lighting it up for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, I think you focus on the defensive numbers. I mean, Carter Orr with 5 boards, Ren Sheets with 4 boards. The team's doing the things, especially on the defensive end, that it needs to do. Just got to start knocking down more shots.
It's 29-14, Indiana Tech out in front of Defiance here at the half. We're going to take a timeout. You see about 10.5 minutes remaining until the start of the second half, so we'll take a timeout. We'll have the second half for you here on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network. Brady Roberts, Jim Bellaby back with you here from the Wiener Center as you see 29-14 Indiana Tech in front of the Jackets here at the half. And Jim, you mentioned it heading into the break, just the defense. You got to applaud what DC's done, holding a very high-powered Indiana Tech team down under 30 at the half, but the offense, 16% shooting, worse than that from behind the arc. It's got to improve. Jackets want to get back into this one.
Yeah, I think the Jackets early in the first half tried to establish an inside game, were unsuccessful, and then the defense for Indiana Tech started collapsing, sensing what the Jackets wanted to try to do on offense, forcing them to be more one-dimensional with the outside shot. And again, if the Jackets just aren't converting those threes, and they really have not in the first half, it's going to be tough for them to come back in the second half, because Indiana Tech is due for a good run. You're not going to hold an 85 point a game scoring team to 29 and a half that often.
So this game, one of many around the WAC, I believe a full night of action. We didn't take a look at the conference schedule. It's one thing we didn't do in our pregame, but you see there everyone in action tonight. UNOH against Aquinas, Cornerstone, Lawrence Tech, Lords and Cleary. Again, this one, and Madonna, Siena Heights. So a Rochester Christian and a non-leaguer tomorrow afternoon. And then Saturday, again, women only for us in the Yellow Jacket Sports Network. See Siena Heights with an exhibition against Division I Detroit. So in that time of year where everyone is kind of all over the place. So it is that weird time spiral that is the holiday season between Thanksgiving and Christmas, when you're not really sure what day of the week it is. 3 balls. Start the second half's no good, but Ren Sheets, the offensive rebound, he is able to go up and score for the Jackets.
Yeah, that was a good job posting up Fugate right there. He used the forearm as part of the shot delivery, and he did create a little space with it, and that's what Fugate was talking to the official about. But there's no offensive foul whatsoever there on that play.
The Jackets again without the services. Carter Sudoff out with an injury tonight. Sudoff missed action against UNOH. Dribble drive on the baseline. No good as Beeston had it just rim out.
Yeah, that's where help defense did not come for the Jackets, so a little bit of a break there.
Now Christian Burton, the entry pass, goes back in. Here's Sheets again. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound ends up in the hands of Fugate. Fugate with a good bounce pass, although mishandled a little bit by Beeston. Ends up into the corner for Davison. Davison back out for Beeston. Kick out, 3 ball. That one is no good, and it's only white jerseys underneath the rim, so Balin Blockberger comes away with a miss.
Yep, got to keep the defensive glass strong, just like in the first half.
Now Burton from deep, his 3 ball is no good. Here's Sheets, second offensive rebound to the half, although the ball is going to be ripped away. Is Davison able to stick his hands in there and come away with it. Warriors had some numbers. Beeston goes in the corners, the extra pass. Fugate from deep, his 3's no good. And Carter Orr gets the miss. Orr for Burton, he'll leave it for Evan Engstman. Now to Blockberger.
Engstman's the guy who's going to have to heat up in the second half. Even if he needs like a double screen.
Burton coming around to get in position. Sheets out at the wing. Wren is going to get rid of the basketball.
Got a mismatch underneath.
Instead, it's pull-up jumper from the free throw line. That's no good. Blockberger with the miss. Blockberger able to go up under the basket, and he'll score.
Just put that ball in the deck one extra time to give himself the space.
Both baskets this half for Defiance. Scored off offensive rebounds. Jackets have pulled within 11 here. 2.5 minutes have gone by in our second half. Fugate being guarded by Ren Sheets. He'll leave it for Beeston. Beeston to Davison in the corner. 3 ball is up and good. Good ball movement and a good basket for Blake Davison.
He's been set up in that corner a few times. That time, knocked it down with ease.
Senior leader for this Indiana Tech team with a big basket, 32-18. You see in our Defiance College scoreboard. Blockberger, top of the key, spins. Blockberger tried to get the step back, couldn't get space. Or back out to Blockberger. From deep, hits off the front of the iron. Rebound is grabbed by Dallas Roberts.
Yeah, they're forcing the Jackets to be one-dimensional from outside again.
Fugate's going to step on the sideline. He's out of bounds. And purple to black gives everyone some problems if you're unfamiliar with it. See the good view right there. RoboCam earning his money tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Jackets with a basketball. Here's Sheets. Being more of a targeted force in the second half. The Jackets want to reset the offense. Down to 10 on the shot clock. Christian Burton wanted to screen, now moves people around. Here's Angstman off his screen. His three-pointer is a little long. Burton nearly knocked the rebound away from Fugate.
I'm going to say Burton had his hand on the ball and was on the baseline at the same time there, so just out of bounds.
So no harm, no foul.
Yep.
We play on here with 16:15 and counting to go. 32-18 on our Defiance College scoreboard. And able to turn the corner and get to the basket that time, steal Brassfield.
Yep. Again, the help defense for the Jackets a little late.
Brassfield up to 6, I believe. Yep, that's what the scoreboard says. Sheets around. Here's Blockberger. Blockberger, a little hesitation. He'll try to go baseline. His pass taken away. It's thrown into the backcourt. That's going to allow the Jackets to get it. Now they'll reset. As officials are going to say there was a possession change, and now they're going to talk about it.
And the shot clock reset to 20 and then to 30 momentarily, and then back to 20, and now it sits at 18.
So the officials are going to discuss this one, and that's going to lead to a discussion from the coaching staff. So Ted Albert having a lengthy conversation here. Not sure that he is okay with the decision, as they do change it to 28. So do get everything taken care of. Here's Sheets again, trying to go baseline, pivots around. That one is going to be foul. Fugate a little upset, thought he had a clean block. Let's see what the replay shows. Might have got him on the arm.
He goes up straight, though. Long wingspan.
So Ren Sheets will go to the free throw line. 13 of 20 at the year. 65% from the charity stripe. First one's no good.
You have to think Fugate, though. We talked about him as a 6'6" guard, Randy. Used to being posted up because of his size, so he's not really able to play like a 2 and just roam on the defensive side. He's going to get matched up against a big, which means he's usually going to have to body up.
So Sheets will miss both free throws. Indiana Tech gets the miss. Fugate, by the way, his first foul. First foul of the half whistled on the Warriors, which comes much later than their first foul in that first half game. Burton with a steal as he's able to knock that one away from Dallas Roberts. Oh, Roberts going to put down on a screen. Burton's going to leave it inside for Sheets. We got a whistle, and
on the floor.
This is going to go, on the floor. Let's see what our replay picks up. So here's Christian goes
screen
inside.
up top.
Yeah. And you see kind of the swipe there from Logan Beeston. Picks up the foul. It's his second. Jackets have it. Here's Christian Burton off the screen. He's at the wing. Burton able to spin all the way to the basket, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul, and I believe this one is going to go on Roberts.
Yeah, it was one of those. I think we've talked about this a lot, Randy. It's one of those, if you make it, I wipe it off. No foul, but he missed, and so, and that's one of the, it's a 50-50 foul.
Leads to a timeout with 14:52 to play, and we want to tell you that our game tonight is brought to you by Mark Moats Ford at our Ford dealership in Defiance. We strive to provide you with top-notch service that no one else can offer. Whether you're a new or returning customer, you're going to be treated fairly and welcomed by our friendly staff. We believe in a family atmosphere, and that's because Mark Moats Ford has been family-owned for over 100 years. We're also brought to you by Service Master by McCann. Keeping Defiance College in pristine condition does more than create a good first impression. It also boosts productivity and keeps your employees safe and healthy. At Service Master by McCann, we understand how important a clean and safe environment is, and our cleaning experts work tirelessly to provide customized cleaning and disinfecting services to offices, businesses, healthcare facilities, and other spaces throughout Defiance. 14:52 left to play in this one, 34-18. You see the score there in our Defiance College scoreboard as the two teams huddled in this timeout. So, Jim, you got to believe for the Jackets, their confidence in their defense grows the deeper we get into this contest, and they continue to hold Indiana Tech down. And again, not to, beat, what is the saying? Something about a horse, you beat a down horse, but at offensive Jackets, it's 18 points.
Yeah, and it's, it's a blessing and a curse so far that it seems like the effort is there on both ends of the floor. The defensive intensity is excellent tonight for the Jackets. Coach is doing a really good job of getting, different young players, integrated bigs into the flow. It's just the shots just, they're just not dropping, and it's hard to game plan around that.
So Burton, a 77% free throw shooter, makes them both. So Jackets continue to just hang around, down 14 with 14 and a half to go. Indiana Tech had some problems in the backcourt, able to bring the ball here into the front court, as Fugate is going to be fouled on his way to the hoop. We'll see what the call is here. Take a look and see the hesitation. This is going to go on, was it Angstman for the grab? It is. So it's going to be the first on Evan Angstman, as the officials are going to confirm that it is Angstman. Okay.
I think also that it was a shooting foul. Looked like there might have been a little confusion about.
Oh, I believe you are right. I don't think the 2 was the player foul. The 2 was to confirm 2 shots.
Yeah, active shooting or on the take. They deemed it was close enough to call it in the act of shooting for Fugate.
So Fugate is 73% free throw shooter, knocks down his first one. 15 tonight, nearing his average of 20 points per game.
How do you have a quiet, now 60, how do you have a quiet 16 points? But he's doing it tonight. I mean, he's all over the floor on both ends, but he's just getting it done.
High post lob comes in for Sheets. Now to Angstman. Angstman gets it back out to Burton Christian from the wing. Wants to get into the paint. He'll take on the big guys. Throws one up against the glass. Can't get it to go. But he's able to draw the foul as we take a look at the replay.
Going to get this one, I believe, against Lehrman.
Seeing Defiance a little bit more active on offense. A little bit more aggressive as well.
Mm-hmm. I think you have to continue to attack the paint. I know the Indiana Tech's interior defense is very good, but you can't not do it. You can't rely on threes. And that's what the Jackets are trying to do right now. They've been a little more focused on working the ball inside and taking it in, knowing the physicality that you have to have.
So Burton able to knock down 2 more free throws, so that's 4 of them made here in the second half, as we see Logan Horton up off the bench again, as Ren Sheets will sit down. So Jackets again still hanging around, 36-22, 14 and change to play in this one. See that pressure again on for the Jackets. Here's Fugate, and he's going to be bumped well before his shot attempt. It's going to go on Carter Orr. See the replay, you see Carter right here. A little bump.
Like he's trying for a swipe.
Inside of Fugate off the inbound, he'll still get in and get his points.
In the traffic that time. No hesitation.
Jackets able to bring this one into the front court. 13:50 now left to go. Burton at the wing once again, tries to get to the basket, can't lay it up, no good, but another foul. And Lehrman's going to pick up another foul. This is going to be his second.
I like it. I like attacking the glass, knowing you're going to take the contact, just going around that contact and forcing them to commit the fouls. Good move. Jackets will be in the bonus before you know it.
That's already the 5th foul committed on Indiana Tech here in this second half, as Burton's run of 4 straight free throws will come to an end. Wonder if the officials maybe didn't discuss the foul situation at the end of the half at the break.
Well, part of that is the willingness to go into the paint and initiate, too, for the Jackets.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Not saying it's not impossible to play 20 minutes of basketball without committing a foul.
Right.
Fugate tried to go with the reverse layup, couldn't get it to go, but Orr the one-handed miss. Now for Burton. Christian at the wing, thought about the three, instead finds Orr. Burton waiting for some movement, going to find Carter Orr at the wing. Burton, he's been the aggressor for this Jacket offense so far. He's going to get into the paint again. He's going to have it swiped away. Ball's out of bounds. He's going to stay with the Jackets with just 3 to shoot. You see Christian Burton trying to work his way inside. Looks like Fugate got a piece of that one.
Gonna have to keep an eye on that shot clock. Got to communicate here on this inbound.
Try to get it into Horton. There it is. Logan Horton gets it. Can't put it up in time as the ball is rebounded. The officials decide that with Indiana Tech holding possession, they won't stop play for a shot clock violation.
Keep him from getting to the basket.
Fugate on his way there. We'll get a whistle again before the shot.
Yeah, it's where the fan in me is screaming double, double, double. And the double gets over late, and he's already to the basket at the point where the extra player reaches in.
DC foul is going to go on Carter Orr. That's going to be his second, team's third. The inbound comes into the wing quickly. Here's Beeston for 3. That one hits the heel of the iron. And it is Logan Horton who's got the miss. Back to Burton. Burton comes around a double screen. And now wants to reset the offense. Now he's going to send everyone to the right side. Horton stands tall for a screen. In the corner, 3 ball, no good, but it's not going to matter as officials are going to say that Angstman was out of bounds.
So he's getting set. You got to keep an eye on where your foots are.
Since the Warriors come away with the basketball following the turnover. Oh, hesitation move. That one's going to be no good. But fortuitous bounce off the rebound right into the arms of Caleb Lehrman, who will score.
Yeah, fortuitous bounce is absolutely right, Randy. Probably had no business collecting that deflection right there, but he was able to make the best of that situation and knock the second shot down.
Christian thought about going baseline. Instead, he'll get into the paint again. Wanted to leave it for Horton, lost the handle. Ball's knocked away. Angstman will get it. Now, from the elbow, 15-footer is good for Christian Burton.
I like not pulling that back out. Attacking, scoring.
Burton leads the Jackets. He's got 12 of the 25, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul away from the basketball. This is going to go on Christian Burton. His first foul, team's 4th. Jackets got a couple substitutions ready to check in at the table. You see them right there. So Isaiah Meade-Moss and Thomas Hallett will check in. Inbound comes in for the Warriors, and we'll go to the baseline. There's the double team applied to Fugate. Beeston able to get inside. His floater is going to be good.
Yep, that's the thing, though, is, it's pick your poison. You double Fugate, and you take away the highest probability shooter, but you have other really good shooters on that team, too.
So Beeston now with 7. Orr's got the basketball. Here's Burton. Christian Burton's had the ball in his hands every possession. Inside, lost the handle. Knocked down, no call with a lot of contact inside. Good bounce pass inside. Logan Horton thought he had a block. Instead, he's going to be whistled for the foul.
Yeah. Good pass here by Fugate. Strong take.
Yeah, you see it on the arm.
Yep, had the extension with that left hand trying to block.
Second foul whistled on Logan Horton. So that will send Lehrman to the line where he'll knock down his first free throw. So Lehrman on the season coming into tonight just 3 of 7 from the charity stripe.
High arcing shot.
Gets them both there.
So 5 of 10 now, 50% on the season.
So now 43-25, 10:45 left to go. Carter Orr, wing right side. Isaiah Mead-Moss will take the three and he'll bury it.
Good rhythm shot by Mead-Moss right there.
So the freshman from Cincinnati gets a big bucket.
Nice crossover.
Basket's going to be no good. Logan Horton with the miss. And here is Jalen Brown.
You'll take those outside shots from Fugate. Stronger when he attacks the glass.
Brown to that far sideline. Thought about going to Mead-Moss on the baseline. Instead comes around now from the opposite side, make it 2 in a row as Mead-Moss buries the triple and the Jackets take a quick 30-second timeout. So 10:06 to go. Jackets have the game down to 13 again, 44-31, and we want to tell you that our game tonight is brought to you by the State Bank. State Bank provides a full range of financial services for consumers and small businesses, including wealth management, private client services, mortgage banking, and commercial and ag lending. They operate a total of 22 banking centers, 19 in 9 Ohio counties, 1 center in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and 23 full-service ATMs. We have 5 loan production offices located throughout the tri-state region of Ohio, Indiana, and Michigan. So Isaiah Mead-Moss, couple of three-pointers. That's all 6 of his points here. Latest one has gotten the Jackets back in it, still hanging around on whatever you want to use.
Yeah, they're within shouting distance.
44-31, just over 10 minutes to go as you take a look at the numbers there. So Defiance getting a little bit better on offense. That shooting percentage, again, 16% at the half has grown to 22, now 10 of 45 from the floor.
Only 6 interior makes, though, out of the 45 shot attempts. So 4 of them coming from 3. Half of their offense so far has been beyond the arc. Like to see a little more inside play, and they've done that in the second half. I'm not sure off the top of my head what the number of 2 makes versus 3 was at the end of the first half, but you're seeing them start to knock down the threes, and they're starting to get a little more active inside, which is good.
So both teams back out onto the floor following the timeout. I believe the Jackets really be full of confidence if they're able to get this maybe to 10 or under in the next minute or so.
Yep. Couple good possessions.
High lob goes inside. We'll
That a
get a
hook.
whistle and a foul.
I think they're going to get that one against Carter Orr.
Is going to be the case. We're going to take a look at the replay. You see Orr tied up with Lehrman. It's going to lead to a timeout, so with a stoppage of action, we'll take a timeout here in the Yellow Jacket Sports Network.
At Genesee Nutrition, it's our mission to support athletes like you with clean, powerful nutrition.
As a collegiate athlete myself, I know what it takes to perform at your best. That's why we created a protein bar that doesn't only taste good, it's actually good for you too.
Packed with 20 grams of protein, our bars help you recover faster, build muscle, and stay strong. Just what every student athlete needs. Grab a bar and live your life. Healthy, active, happy.
That is, if Christmas could be defined as a person, and it's not Santa Claus, I know of no one better.
I like the accoutrement, the tinsel on the desk goes along, the lights go. I love it. gets me feeling the Christmas spirit,
Right,
the holiday
so-
spirit. I love it.
PA announcer Gene Sugg, deep in thought, no doubt, or reading the game notes. I'm not sure which one. Absolutely brought the Christmas spirit, and you know he will on Saturday as well. So,
Oh, yeah.
Again, just the men's game, the only game tonight. Usually, and we mention it, it's double headers once you get into conference play, but men taking center stage tonight. The women between Indiana Tech Defiance will be played here Saturday afternoon, 1 o'clock. We'll have it for you on the Yellow Jackets Sports Network and on the Defiance College Athletics YouTube page. Following the timeout, and just the number of moves offensively to show there, Steele Brassfield able to score.
Yeah, was able to kind of lean in a little bit, get the shoulder down in there, create some separation.
Brassfield and Fugate able to both fill it up offensively for this Indiana Tech team. Currently the last team unbeaten in the WAC. Here is Jalen Brown. His pull-up jumper's good.
I just need to stop.
Trade basket still a 13-point game, under 9 minutes to go.
Definitely not out of it.
Fugate, he'll let fly from deep. Three's no good. Another rebound. Jackets, and last time we took a look at the stats, I believe +6 in the rebound category. Done a better job, and again, without the services of Carter Orr, of Sudoff. We've seen Orr tonight. Other Spencerville player. Ball was either deflected or left the hand of Brown Funny. Deflection is apparently off the body of Lehrman. Let's see what the replay shows here, if we can catch it.
The jacket coming over the
top. Yeah, you see Lehrman kind of sticking the hand out.
Yep, I think it went off his fingers last.
Brown will do the inbounding. Shot clock resets to 20. Comes into Hallett in the corner. Hallett's had a quiet night offensively. He'll lose the handle. Tried to work through a double team to get it back. Instead, it's going to be a turnover. It's Fugate again. We'll leave this one for Roberts. All the way to the basket. He'll score, and he'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was tremendous ball control, as you see he finishes here. Just watch the ball control with the right hand. Get the English off the glass. Take a little bit of bump. Nice move.
Foul's going to go on Isaiah Mead-Moss, his third, team seventh. So that's going to put Indiana Tech in the bonus for the final 8:15. Free throw, it went with the basket, no good. So the lead now 15 with 8 to play. Horton top of the key, over to Hallett, and he'll swing it into the corner for Carter Orr. Orr's pass is then deflected. Officials, at least 2 of the 3 officials on top of it, call for the deflection that allows the Jackets into the backcourt. Brown for 3 is good. Jackets doing just enough offensively in the second half to keep hopes up. This would really send some shockwaves throughout the WAC if they're able to come from double digits down in traffic. It's the physicality of Jackson Fugate.
Yeah, he's a tall, lanky guard, big wingspan, but very comfortable mixing it up in the paint.
Fugate at his season average at 20 now. Horton able to get around his defender, and now about the reverse layup.
Pretty strong.
First bucket of the night for Logan Horton. Leads a dozen, now a steal. Mead-Moss out in front, gets enough of the rim. Thought he was going to try to get a dunk. Instead, he'll settle for just getting the ball up and over.
Yep, just take the 2.
Lead is now 10 with 6:48 to go.
It's a critical moment right here for both teams.
Fugate thought about the 3. He'll leave this one for Haroldson.
Ooh, carry.
Yeah. Holding on to the basketball. Brassfield. Roberts high off the window. Can't get it to go. Rebound is out to Jalen Brown.
Here's a chance to knock down a big gym rattling 3.
He's at the wing right side. Brown's got a couple of them. He's going to back up, sets the offense here. 15 left on the shot clock. Brown spins. Mead-Moss had a double clutch. Long rebound off the miss. Now Hallett got his defender in the air. Extra pass. Mead-Moss instead wants to go to I wanted to go to Horton. Ball's lost, and it's going to be a turnover. Tough break for the Jackets. And instead, it's going to end up being a score on the other end out of Evan Haroldson.
Yep, good job to leave his feet but do it softly so he knew he wasn't going to make any contact, and a nice job to take a little off that shot.
So what could have been a potential 3 at one end ends up a basket on the other end. Here's Hallett into the paint. Pivots, they'll go inside. Horton with a left hand, can't get it to go. Rebound is knocked away. We'll get a whistle and a foul. This is going to be an interesting call here. This is going to go on, they call it a Fugate, I believe. They did, his second, team sixth.
I don't think Indiana Tech came in expecting this much of a battle tonight, and it's been a rough battle.
Entry pass off the inbound, knocked away. Jackets with back-to-back turnovers, critical time in this one.
Spirited defense, though, by this Defiance College team.
Brassfield working at the wing. Can't find anything, so he'll find Beeston. Beeston back to Brassfield. Want to go the entry pass inside Fugate. They do. Fugate's going to have it poked away, and then wanted to give to the cutter, but led a little too far for Davison. As the ball ends up out of bounds, we'll take a look at the replay. You see the cutter coming at the bottom of your screen, kind of roll into the basket.
Yep, just didn't have the angle.
Leads to a timeout here with 4:50 left to go, and we want to tell you that our game tonight is brought to you by Metzger's Printing. Metzger's is your marketing solutions provider specializing in multi-format commercial printing, cross-media marketing, and fulfillment services. At Metzger's, we thrive on providing innovative solutions and quality service. We invite you to tour our site to get an idea of the tremendous range of services we offer. We're also brought to you by Paramount Healthcare, proud sponsor and health plan provider of Defiance College, offering a full range of health insurance plans and services to suit your health care needs. Paramount by ProMedica is health insurance by healthcare professionals. Find out more at ParamountHealthcare.com. And my favorite sponsor, Defiance College Athletics, is supported by Marco's Pizza in Defiance. Fat guy loves pizza, I know. Shocker. Shocker to all. Located in North Clinton Street, Marco's is there for you before or after the game. That's going to come in handy for carry-out or delivery. Call, stop in, or order online for the latest details. Make sure to download the Marco's app. I have it, trust me. Pizza's just a tap away, and boy, is that true. And it's going to come in handy on the way home tonight.
Good stuff.
Fat guy loves food. I know, we're all shocked.
Used to say film at 11, right?
I wanted to. You were right on top of that one. 52-40. We play on here, under 5 to go. What's been a defensive slugfest, and that's from both teams. How about the reverse layup? Great ball movement as Isaiah Meade-Moss is going to find Ren Sheets, who lays it up and in.
Yeah, Sheets had the whole baseline right there and made the nice move to go reverse on that one.
10's the closest the Jackets have been this half. It's where they're at now with under 4.5 to go. Entry pass comes in. Fugate double teamed. It's not going to stop him as he'll get to the basket and is going to go to the free throw line.
Yep, that's where he's made a living, especially in the first half. He's getting back to it now in the second half. Was settling for more outside shots. Don't know that that's necessarily his game. I think you're seeing his game right here. That is, give him the ball in space, let him work one-on-one, break his man down, and see if he can take it to the rack.
So he'll get a couple of free throws. All of his teammates outside the line, as the first one's going to be no good. Looks like Indiana Tech giving up a chance at an offensive rebound for a chance to get set defensively.
Or it's just an assumption.
Or they know for a fact he's going to make it. Second attempt, that one is good, so he splits the pair.
Only 11.
Yep, here's Burton. Christian's able to bring this one into the front court. Uses his speed, gets into the baseline, has to flip it into the corner for Jalen Brown. Brown with a spin, now trying to find somewhere to go with the basketball. Pull-up jumper is going to be left short. Ren Sheets one-hands the miss. He'll find a teammate. There's Isaiah Meade-Boss trying to go somewhere with it. Sheets again. It's the kick out, extra pass, 3-ball on the way off the heel of the iron, and rebound goes into the corner to Brassfield.
That was a good look.
Brassfield to Fugate. Fugate over the top. Brassfield loses the handle. Ren Sheets just put the hands up, just self-preservation. Knocked it away. Burton comes away with the basketball, and he'll score.
Single digits, Randy Roberts.
Here we go, 3.5 to go. Getting all the way to the basket, high off the window. Shot is no good, but we'll get a whistle and a foul. And Logan Beeston is going to go to the free throw line.
Beeston a little slow to get up.
See the replay taking on 3 defenders. Yeah, contact with him and Evan Angstman. Angstman's going to pick up the foul, his second. Beeston in the act of shooting, so he'll get 2. It's the 9th team foul. So the next team foul on Defiance will put Indiana Tech into the double bonus. So Beeston, a 67% free throw shooter. Came in 2 tonight, 14 of 21. He'll make that one, as it looks like Carter Orr is going to check back into the lineup as Ren Sheets will sit down. So Orr, Sheets, and Horton have all kind of rotated in for each other tonight.
You see Indiana Tech once again thinking next possession here, even if he misses the free throw, which he did not. They're already back on defense. They'll give up those rebound opportunities sometimes, it looks like.
Lead back to 11. Defiance has held it more than held their own on the glass against this Indiana Tech team. There's Orr in the paint, trying to find somewhere to go. Up and over his defender, and Carter Orr able to get in and score.
Kind of wrong-footed his defender with that pivot move right there.
Gives him 5 tonight. 55-46. Beeston thought about the step-back 3. Ball's going to go out of bounds. Officials are going to say it's going to stay Indiana Tech ball.
Going to say that went off of Jalen Brown's foot. Watch real close.
See the dribble. Yep, there's the crossover. It did, in fact, get off the foot, the toe of Brown.
Yep, I think that's the right call. Not the popular call, but the right call.
It's the inbound in. Ball's knocked away. And now we're going to get an intentional foul is going to be called. You're going to see the ball kind of poked away from Fugate. Yeah, you see the grab of the jersey. That's going to be the call against Davison.
That's a big foul.
So that's going to be shots and possession, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so.
So Davison picks up his second foul. So Jalen Brown's going to go to the line for 2. 2:45 to play. This one might get interesting. Brown will get the first toss.
This underman Jackets team is giving the number 9 team in the NAI everything it can handle tonight.
Second one just rims out. Tough break for Jalen Brown. The Jackets will get the basketball, but it's an 8-point game with 2:45 to go. Jackets coming off a tough loss at UNOH. First time they've fallen to the Racers. Now Brown. Jalen trying to go baseline. Nearly lost the handle. His double team. It's not going to stop. Can't go up and over his defender as Beeston comes up with a miss.
That would have been a big make right there for the Jackets.
Fugate to the basket. Good bounce pass. He's able to score.
Yep, big make on the other end. It's a 4-point swing.
So here's Christian Burton. Christian able to get to the basket. Can't get it up off the window and in. Rebound for Brassfield. Jackets looking to play this one out. Down 10, now under 2 to go. Fugate from the elbow. Little hesitation move.
Ooh, that was a push.
Him and Meade-Moss going at it. Fugate trying to find somewhere to go. Baseline jumpers, no good. And the rebound to the Jackets. Carter Orr finds Christian. Burton to the basket again with a left hand, gets in and scores.
Yep. Attack them before they get set up. And that's what you have Coach Albert telling his team right there. Where were you on defense? They've been back all night. That time they weren't.
See, Jackets want to try to get a double team, going for the steal, and it's going to leave a player open as Steele Brassfield gets the bucket. Big break for Indiana Tech. It's Isaiah Mead-Moss now to Orr. They'll swing it around. Jalen Brown. Brown to Engstman. Engstman's had a quiet night. Evan to the basket. Can't get it to go. Zone misses, knocked out of bounds, and with a minute left, Indiana Tech will have the basketball.
Indiana Tech looks like they might survive tonight, but they can't be happy with how they've responded to this really tough Jackets defense.
Inbound comes in. Let's see what Defiance elects to do. They're going to play this out, a little bit of pressure into the backcourt. Wonder if they start to foul, try to extend this. As entry pass is knocked away as Burton will knock it away. It will force an inbound with 46.7 to play, 16 left to shoot. Warriors trying to get the inbound in. Comes into Beeston, excuse me.
Jackets not fouling.
Shot clock down to 5. Here's some of the fans making some noise. As working his way through contact. Score is good for Dallas Roberts. And on the other end, floater from the baseline's no good. Ball's out of bounds with 21.6 to play. As officials are going to keep everyone separated a little bit.
Yeah, he even went over to help him up. I'm not sure what
I think we might have just had a technical foul called against Christian Burton. You see number 10 come running in here and kind of stick his finger in. Yeah, I think officials right on top of that saw it, and there is the technical. Officials are still going to discuss this one. 21.5 seconds left.
Not the ending either team wants right here. Emotional game, that's for sure. Jackets had their chances. I mean, Indiana Tech is going to come away with the victory tonight, it looks like, but Jackets definitely had their chances.
So officials are going to make sure they get everyone correct. So the scorebook is a busy place to be right now. So it looks like a foul assessed to Christian Burton right now. Was his second. It's going to be the 10th team foul, but couldn't be any less important right now with 21.5 seconds to go. So Orr picks up the common foul, or at least the player foul. Burton is going to be assessed the technical foul. So right now they have Orr with 4 fouls. It's going to lead to some free throws. We do know that.
At some point.
Once this all gets untangled, as now Coach Josh Gibson is getting involved with the officials. Officials want to make sure they got everything straight. Now they'll go back to tell the teams to stay on the floor. Coaches very smartly will try to use the stoppage to buy an extra timeout.
Yeah, I think they've already had a full and then some.
Yeah, so Eric Hobson is at the scores table for the Warriors. We saw him a little bit in the opening half. He's ready to check in for the final 21 seconds. So here is what I believe are the technical free throws. So Dallas Roberts at the line, knocks down the first one. Second one's going to be good, so he gets both of those. Now we'll get the free throws on the foul that was assessed to Orr. So the officials now waving everyone over, saying that they can fill in the line.
You're allowed to be there now, yep. And true to form, Indiana Tech not going to put anybody down there, especially with the shot clock turned off and the lead being 14. They'll give up the board on a miss.
So Brassfield was fouled on the rebound, so he is the one at the line.
But he's got 2, so there's no urgency.
His first one, no good, as that one hits off both the back and the front of the iron. If you're interested, these two teams will meet again in Fort Wayne January 31st.
You'll see a healthier Jackets team hopefully by that point. We'll see what that matchup brings, because the Jackets defense really showed me something tonight.
Christian Burton able to get in and score. 64-51. The Jackets try to come away with the basketball. Knocked it away momentarily from Dallas Roberts. It's out of bounds, so they'll force the turnover.
Just finishing strong.
Anksman will do the inbounding. Trying to find somewhere to go. Find it to Carter or one to the step back 3. Now to Brown. Jalen from the baseline. Turnaround is good. It's going to get the Jackets a little bit closer. Now Indiana Tech with a pass ahead. That one's going to be knocked away. And that's all Defiance can do with it as the final horn will sound. And the final tonight here from Marv Hohenberger Court. We'll see Indiana Tech coming away with the 64-53 win over the Defiance College Yellow Jackets. So both coaches getting together at midcourt. It looks like whatever animosity that happened throughout the game has been wiped away.
Yeah, spirited contest
and
tonight.
It looks like a clean finish. So 64-53 the final. Jim, we see some of the final numbers on this one.
Yep, Jackets with 12 more field goal attempts, 12 more. All of those 12 were three-point shots. 5 of 25 for the Jackets. They did clean it up a little bit. 16% early in the game, 31% at the finish. Jackets, 8 of 12 from the charity stripe, 67%. We look at rebounds. Defensive rebounds for the Jackets, 25. That's pretty good. Minimizing second chance point opportunities for Indiana Tech. So I think this was an eye-opener for both teams. Again, the Jackets, a little short-handed tonight, really did a great job, especially on the defensive end. Just didn't, shots just weren't dropping on the offensive end. Indiana Tech, a down night tonight. Still ended up close to 50% from the floor, but I think that they would look at tonight's contest and they would say, we didn't give them our best tonight. And I think you have to credit the Jackets defense for a big part of that.
Hey, we'll take a look at the individual numbers on this one. Jackson Fugate is, as advertised, came in averaging 20.5 points per game. Ends up 10 of 16 from the floor. Good night for him, 23.7 rebounds. See Steele Brassfield, 11 points, 5 boards. Logan Beeston, 9 and 4. For Defiance, Christian Burton tried to carry this team, especially in the second half. Leads the Jackets with 18. Jalen Brown, a couple of big baskets for him in the second half to go with 10. Isaiah Mead-Moss, a couple of threes, part of his 8-point night. Sheets or 6 and 5. So Evan Anksman, a very quiet night for him. Just a couple of free throws. He struggled. You see 0 of 6 shooting the basketball.
Yeah, it was an off night, and I think part of that is I think Anksman needs to learn. This is going to sound really weird to say, but needs to learn how to play without Sudoff. I think that those two feed off each other. They're very potent 1-2 punch, and I think it's different. You know what I mean? I mean, no matter who you sub in, it's different out there. The flow's a little different. I don't know if there's any validity to that, but it just kind of seems like he's got to learn how to play kind of without his companion out there.
And missing a few guys tonight, so Defiance a little bit shorter than normal. So Parker Chapman played limited minutes. Sudoff again out with an injury. Didn't see Grady Tomazos as we've seen. Didn't see Drayshawn Roberts as we've seen. Mm-hmm. And Devontae Curry out as well. So the Jackets going without a few guys tonight on the short end again against the number 9 team in the country. So the Jackets fall short tonight. It's going to wrap up our coverage here from inside the Wiener Center. We want to thank everyone for making our night possible. Starts with our director, Ken Rieker. Can't thank him or Curtis enough for all the work they've done. Curtis handling all the shots for us, and we want to thank The great staff here at Defiance College includes the AD, Tiffany Selhorst, and, of course, Garrett Mansfield in charge of all the sports information. He is able to feed us everything we need to get through the games, and a tough one for the Jackets tonight. They fall 64-53 to Indiana Tech. So for Jim Bellamy and our entire crew, I'm Randy Roberts. Thanks for watching the Yellow Jackets Sports Network.